A plane has crashed in the most dangerous African woods, and their lives are at the mercy of the wildest animal. These animals are making them prey one by one. This movie opens up to a medical camp in Africa. We see a doctor named Andre who just finished operating on a patient who unfortunately died because he did not have the right tools. People who live in the area and his helper tell him to leave because the terrorist enemy known as Boo is coming, but he runs away right away. In the shade of a tree, a woman named Wanda talks to kids about faith. When Andre gets there, he tells them they have to leave because someone in the town told Boo that there were Americans there, which got his attention. They both get into a car and are driven to a place where they can catch a plane. They hear about the terrorist Boo, who is terrorizing a big area near Cameroon, in the car. Wanda asks them if they'll come back. They say that their medical equipment was stolen, work supplies that they needed didn't come, and the Bibles weren't sent either. This makes Andre question this. He doesn't plan to go back because the life they lived there wasn't what he thought it would be like. There are some young people where the plane is, and one of them is stylish. They are going to leave soon to take advantage of this private and secret trip. Tyler, the pilot, is told by Andre that the flight backer said they could go. But the pilot makes things worse by raising the price of their ticket. It's not included in the price, he says, so the small plane will have less weight. The plane is in a dangerous position, and there are no seat belts. Even scarier for the people on board, the plane shakes and sounds like the body is loose sometimes. Just as Andre is about to say that the noise is odd, something goes wrong with the plane and it starts to crash. People lose awareness for a moment as panic sets in. As soon as Andre wakes up, he finds himself outside the destroyed plane. As he looks for his wife, he sees that a young woman has died. He is lucky to find her still living and trapped in the plane's fuselage. He asks a man named Tabo for help getting her out. The pilot, who also made it out alive, tells them to stop pulling her out because her leg is stuck in the metal and could get hurt more if they do it too quickly. Max, who is young, burying his friend who has died while we see that they have already helped Wanda and that Andre is putting a bandage on her leg. Tyler yells at Tabo when she asks about the plane's safety, and the pilot doesn't want to talk to Andre when he gets close. The group crashed in an animal sanctuary, and now they have to figure out how to get help. Tyler tells the group that they were only in the air for 30 minutes and that they are in a bad place. The scenery is lovely, but there are a lot of dangerous animals in the area, like lions. To tell Andre that the city of Quana is to the east, Tyler goes to talk to him. They have little water, though, and the walk will take a day. The bad news is that the group crashed in the Nala Reserve, which is known and feared for having dangerous animals like leopards, hyenas, and lions that can kill people. Tyler tells Max that most of these animals come out at night, so they need to hurry up their walk. That's too bad that Andre has to carry his wife, which will make the trip take longer. Wanda says she will stay even though she knows Andre will have a hard time lifting her. She is sure that Andre will make it to the city and come back with help. He does, however, choose to stay with his wife and asks the others to send help when they get to the city. Tyler tells them that if they stay there, they could be eaten by lions because that is their territory. He doesn't change his mind, though Tabo even tries to get the couple to follow them, but they don't. They're sure they'll be okay until help comes. Tyler, Slick, Max, and Tabo start their trip together. They stop to rest at one point. Max looks around and tells them they're going in the wrong direction. But Tyler is sure that he knows where they are going and says that Max is just crazy. They keep going even though the couple is safe in the plane wreckage. When Andre gets up, he sees a group of hungry birds flying over him. This is not a good sign. He goes to check out a secret part of the plane and finds something interesting there. At the same time, Slick falls in the dunes because it is so hot. Tyler tells them they still have 30 minutes to walk, so he gives Slick some water. After they drink, everyone keeps going. When his wife wakes up, Andre talks to her about how they hope to adopt a child when they get out of there. Tyler and the group walk for another half hour. When they reach the end of the path, they see a wide landscape with no signs of people or animals. This makes the rest of the group lose hope. Max takes Tyler's gun and says that he killed someone. He tells them to go back and follow his directions. Tyler doesn't feel scared when someone points a gun at him and tells them to follow him if they want to. Slick and Tabo keep following Tyler even though they don't know where they're going. Max, on the other hand, goes off by himself in a different direction. Inside the plane, we can see that Wanda's cut has caused her to lose blood, and the smell draws the attention of something in the plants that is watching them from afar. He gets an iron bar ready when he hears something close. Max, meanwhile, keeps wandering around aimlessly in lion country. After some time, Tyler and the others have gone back to where the plane fell, and we can see claw marks around the area where Andre and his wife were. As Tyler gets closer, Andre suddenly comes out of nowhere, knocks Tyler to the ground, and then starts strangling him. Andre is very angry that Tyler killed his wife. They fire a flare, and the blast splits them apart, taking some of the pressure off of Tyler. After a short time, we see Andre having a symbolic funeral for his dead wife and telling Tabo that Wanda was killed by a lion. Andre feels bad that he didn't fight harder, but Tabo tells him it wasn't his fault and that he could have died too. Tyler tells Tabo that the lions will come back at night and be too strong for them. Tyler gives Tabo an idea. They could hide in the pilot's cabin, which is only big enough for 3 people. That way, they could leave one of the seats open for the lions, since there are 4 guys in the group. Tabo doesn't like this, but they go talk to Andre about it. But when they get to the doctor, Andre is the one who asks Tyler how much he gets paid to bring in illegal things. Andre leaves and comes back with a rhinoceros horn because Tyler doesn't say anything. Andre is angry about the finding and says that Tyler killed young people because he was supposed to bring medical supplies and equipment to the village. Andre also says that the plane crashed because it was carrying too much weight, which stopped the engine and put them in that position. Tyler says he doesn't have anything. Has nothing to do with the charges and leaves them there. After some time, Slick is picked by drawing lots to decide who will stay off the plane. However, he replies that Tabo should stay out because his father paid him to be his guide in Africa. It's Slick's turn to offer $1 million to get Tabo to change his mind, but Tabo refuses and won't be bought. As night falls, Andre gives the man a cross necklace before going into the house, but he turns it down, saying he doesn't believe in anything. Night finally falls, and animals that aren't dangerous go inside to hide, while predators go outside to hunt. Tyler tells Slick to start a fire and gives him some firewood. He then goes inside the plane with Andre and Tabo. In the meantime, Max continues his trip alone through the dark night. He hears hyenas nearby, and a short roar from a lion scares him. As Slick falls asleep on the plane, he hears a gunshot. Max and the others start shooting at the lion they hear close, but Max runs out of bullets before they can hit it. Tyler wakes up later in the night to go to the bathroom and sees Slick sleeping. When he wakes him up, he doesn't see the snake getting on the plane. When he gets back to the cabin, he falls asleep again and doesn't notice the snake next to his feet. After letting the fire go out because Slick fell asleep again, 3 sets of cat eyes appear near the plants. A lion walks by outside while the 3 people inside the house are also asleep. People in the group wake up when they hear Slick screams, but they can't do anything but remain quiet. Andre tries to leave, but a lion almost gets into the cabin. They quickly lock the door, but there is chaos and fear inside. The snake bites Tabo on the leg and then is killed by being stepped on. Then, Andre makes a makeshift bandage and pokes his friend in the leg to get the poison out of him before it spreads to the rest of his body. After a short time, there is silence, which means the group of lions has left. When the group gets off the plane the next morning, they see the path of blood that the lions left behind. Andre is bored and helpless as he sits at the base of a dead tree. He tells Tyler and Tabo that they can keep going without him, but Tyler says they need to work together to stay alive. But Andre is set on staying there to see what will happen. Then Tyler gets some things together so that he and Tabo can start their trip. But before he leaves, he tries to call Andre again, but Andre doesn't want anything else. As they walk a few meters, Tyler sees a car coming up behind them. He gets excited because this could mean the group's safety. When the armed natives get out of the car, Andre stands up and watches as they attack him. Tabo tries to talk to them in their language, but they hit him. They find the horns on the plane and say the group stole them when they check it out. But Andre doesn't know what to say when the boss asks him who will get the goods. A gun threat is made against Andre, and all he wants is to die so he can be with his love. But Tyler is kind and says that he is the one who brought the drugs in. Tabo tries to call them out and begs them not to kill them, but he is the first one to die. Right after that, the leader goes to get more people to help carry the goods. One of the armed Indians gives Andre and Tyler a chance while they are on their knees. He tells Andre to run for 10 seconds and then shoots him. The man offers it to Tyler, but Andre doesn't say anything, so Tyler stays quiet. The tyrant then offers them water, but he drinks some of it himself and throws the rest away. As time goes on, the 2 guards fall asleep, and Andre gives up because he is too weak. Tyler knows that they will be killed if he doesn't do something, so he tries to sneak up on the sleeping oppressor and take his gun. But the oppressor wakes up just in time and points it at Tyler. He shoots, but the gun jams, which gives Tyler a chance to fight. When the other person wakes up and points the gun at them both, Andre fights back. Tyler's owner is killed by the shots, setting Tyler free. Andre uses what little strength he still has to push the gun at his enemy and kills him. Tyler tries to make Andre feel better again and says sorry for putting them in that position. He needs to try to make things right, though, and help Andre get out of that position. A short time later, we see that Andre accepted the help and is being carried by Tyler. However, Andre's wound and tiredness make him fall to the ground again. Tyler tells him again to keep going, and after helping Andre get up, they do. Soon, they come to a small valley with rocks. They climb over them to get to a safe place. Tyler tries to help Andre stand up, but he trips and falls. Luckily, the fall wasn't too high, but Tyler sees a group of lions coming toward them and quickly falls to pick up Andre and keep climbing. When they get to the top of the rocks, they see smoke to the left, which means there is life there. But the lions aren't far away, and if they keep going at the speed they're going, they'll both get caught and killed. Tyler knows this, but he doesn't tell Andre. This makes Andre sure that they will get to the town soon. Tyler sees the lions smelling them just below the valley while Andre asks to rest. The cats are lucky that they don't find the possible food and decide to go back the way they came. Suddenly, a breeze blows by and picks up some of their smell. The lion quickly turns its attention back to where they are because of this. Suddenly, a scorpion jumps on top of them. They know that things are more difficult now because moving could get them stung, so they try to stay still. The scorpion jumps on Andre's face, but Tyler knocks it off the ground. This makes a small stone roll on the rocks, which draws the lion's attention. Since Tyler knows the lion won't leave the valley floor, he takes off his shirt and smears himself with Andre's blood to pick up his smell. He then says goodbye to his friend and gives him hope that he will make it while he distracts the cats. Andre tells him not to, but Tyler wants to do something good, so he leaves the rocks where he is hiding to attract the lion. He does this by giving up his own safety so that Andre can continue. Later, we see Andre walking in the hot sun. He finally gives up because he is too tired and falls to the ground. Not long after, he hears hyenas coming closer. He gets up, scared that he will be eaten, and picks up a stick to fight for his life. He does this to honor Tyler's sacrifice. This time, he runs to face the animals, but something miraculous happens. A lightning bolt hits among them, scaring them. It starts to rain, which quenches Andre's thirst. Having drunk, he lies down in the rain to rest. After a short time, when the rain stopped, Andre opened his eyes and saw what looked like his wife. However, it was actually an old friend from the tribe and another guy. They take him to the safe group, ending the doctor's pain as the only person who had survived the attackers.